Welcome to the world of Stoicism, an ancient school of thought that is equally powerful and relevant today as it was over 2,000 years ago. In a world plagued by stress, uncertainty, and endless distraction, Stoicism offers a timeless blueprint to resilience, clarity, and inner peace. Regardless of whether you are facing personal challenges, a stronger mind, or just a more fulfilling life, the lessons of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus can be your guiding light. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by emotions, frustrated by circumstances beyond your control, or stuck in negative thought patterns, Stoicism has something to offer. This is not some dusty, old-school philosophy to be found only in the history books. It's a practical approach to living today, revealing how we can find strength, direction, and perspective in our daily lives. Let us look into the character of Stoicism and how you can implement its basic concepts in everyday life. Stoicism, in its core, is about taking command of your mind. It teaches that even if we are not always in control of what happens to us, we can control how we react. Life will present curveballs, unexpected setbacks, difficult people, personal crises, but Stoicism teaches that our power is in our attitude and behavior, not in what occurs around us. Born in ancient Greece and later promoted by Roman thinkers, Stoicism is based upon self-discipline, reason, and morality. It's not about denying emotions or becoming indifferent to the challenges of life. It's about gaining emotional resilience, maintaining inner peace, and responding to situations with wisdom rather than reflex. It teaches us to care about what is truly significant and let go of everything that lies outside our control. The 4 pillars of Stoicism. Stoicism is based on 4 cardinal virtues, which are the pillars of living a virtuous and purposeful life. Wisdom, seeing the world as it truly is. Wisdom is the ability to live life objectively, with reason and good judgment. It's making thoughtful decisions rather than responding or acting emotionally. In the modern world, it's stepping back before you react to an angry confrontation, objectively analyzing before you believe everything that you read, and opting for long-term satisfaction rather than temporary gratification. Example: when you're ready to reply angrily to an infuriating email, pause. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? How can I respond in a way that's aligned with my values? Courage. Doing what's right, even when it's hard. Stoic courage isn't always physical courage, it's moral courage. It's standing up for what's right, telling the truth even when it's hard, and facing adversity with strength and dignity. Example: when you witness injustice at work, do you speak up or hold your tongue? Stoicism challenges you to do the right thing even if it's risky or uncomfortable. Justice. Treating others with integrity and fairness. Justice is an issue of fairness, not in a legalistic sense necessarily, but in how we treat other people. Stoics believe that we should strive to be kind, moral, and fair, regardless of what other people do. Example: when someone is rude to you, your urge might be to strike back, but Stoicism reminds us that the reaction is within our control. Instead of reacting with anger, choose calmness and fairness. Temperance. Practicing self-control and balance. Temperance entails moderation, remaining between the extremes and being restrained. It helps us to resist excesses, rashness, and harmful inclinations. Example: in today's contemporary world, this could be as simple as setting limits with social media consumption, not indulging in binge-watching TV the whole night, or consuming a healthy diet instead of giving in to unhealthy cravings. Applying Stoicism to your daily life. So how do you actually apply these Stoic principles in the real world? The following are some down-to-earth ways of incorporating Stoicism into your daily life. Practice the dichotomy of control. When you're about to worry about something, ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, drop it. If yes, focus on what you can do. Embrace discomfort. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. Do the opposite of avoidance, which is to face challenges head-on, whether it's a difficult conversation, a new skill, or a personal fear. Journal your thoughts. Keep a Stoic journal to reflect on your day, your reactions, and how you can improve. This practice helps to build self-awareness and emotional resilience. Pause before reacting. The next time you feel yourself becoming upset by a situation, take a pause. Take a breath and choose a rational response instead of an emotional reaction. Practice gratitude. Stoicism reminds us that life is fleeting, and everything we take for granted can disappear. Appreciate what you have while you have it. Stoicism is not about being emotionless or aloof. It's about being stronger, wiser, and more resilient. It is about learning that happiness does not derive from external success, but in how we frame and deal with the events of life. Through daily application of these principles, you can develop a mindset that enables you to meet life's obstacles with graciousness, intention, and inner peace. So the next time that life puts a roadblock in your path, take a deep breath, access your inner Stoic, and remember to ask, what's within my control? That one little shift in attitude can make all the difference. Stoicism does not indicate coldness in viewing life and its emotional states. Instead, it is a philosophy of resilience, clarity, and intentional living. It is the process of learning how to handle the unfolding of events in the right manner with wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. The four of them are a blueprint for a successful and serene contemporary life, without doubt taken from the ancient Stoics. Let us talk of how we would deal with Stoic ideas in our ordinary, practical lives. 1. Make wise choices. We all have to choose every day, some big and some small. They may not seem too big, but they do demand consideration. One of the most useful methods in the arsenal of a Stoic when choosing a direction to pursue is to ask oneself a simple but profound question. Is this within my control? If yes, just influence it and take action with confidence. If no, then acceptance saves you frustration and stress, and here is a liberation in the changed thought. This leads to dropping the energy wasted on what we cannot control, another person's opinion, the weather, or what happened before. We engage with what can be controlled, our actions, choices, and thoughts. An example from real life. You are waiting for an important reply to your email, and hours go by without a reply. You become anxious while occasionally checking your email over and over again. But what can you control? You can't hurry up an answer, but you control your reaction. This may be choosing to turn to some other constructive work distractions or putting forth a gentle reminder. This little refrain, Stoic in nature, can dissolve quite a great bit of stress and enhance your decision-making process. 2. Build courage. With small acts, we often conceptualize courage as larger than life, heroic, like rushing into a burning building or standing up for justice on a larger-than-life platform. But real courage is built within the mundane, the small moments that happen every day in life. Courage is voicing yourself in a meeting when you have something important to say. It is apologizing after doing something wrong, putting your ego aside. It is showing the initiative to mend a relationship, even when it feels uncomfortable. Such small acts of courage pile up to make us stronger and more resilient individuals. Present Stoics teach us that courage is not the absence of fear. Rather, it is acting with that fear in place. Every time you move forward through the uncomfortable, you're training for life's big challenges. What courageous thing do you sense you could do today? 3. The practice of justice in everyday interactions. According to the Stoics, justice is not simply a topic of legislation or abstract fairness. It is a matter of how we act toward those around us. Kindness, integrity, doing the right thing even when no one sees. Justice can look like actively listening when a friend needs to vent instead of waiting for your turn to speak. It's also about holding the door for a stranger, acknowledging someone's hard work, or standing up for what's right in a difficult situation. These small deeds create a ripple effect that encourages community and mutual respect. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations that What injures the hive injures the bee. That is, we all benefit when working toward a just and compassionate society. The practice of justice in life makes this world a better place, and our lives better as well. Achieve balance with temperance. We live in a world constantly tugging us in different directions: work, socializing, personal goals, entertainment, responsibilities. It wouldn't be difficult to lose ourselves in one extreme: overworking, overindulging, or burning out. Temperance. The moderation is about balance and knowing the right moment to say yes and when to say no. It is finding the golden mean between excess and deprivation, between talking and listening, between action and rest. You could, for instance, have a piece of cake, but might not envisage eating a whole cake alone. It's fine to toil hard over your work, but neglecting your health for productivity isn't. Through the practice of temperance, we can live in a fulfilling manner while not being ruled over by excesses or whims. What does it mean to start Stoicism and practice it? If you're a beginner in Stoicism, the following represent handy entry points by which you could structure your practice. Keep it simple. Pick one Stoic exercise to do each week, such as making a point this week to exercise your wisdom over whether or not something is in your control. End-of-day reflection. Even just taking a few moments at the end of your day to think about how you dealt with challenges, feelings, and decision-making creates that space for a more Stoic approach. Read and learn. Works of classical Stoicism, like Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, Discourses by Epictetus, or Letters from a Stoic by Seneca, offer an excellent challenge regarding wisdom. Before reacting, take a break. Next time you find yourself annoyed, stop and ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Stoicism isn't apathy and dispassion. It's clarity, purpose, and strength. In that connection to daily life, you're not adopting an ancient philosophy. You're giving yourself a mindset to live life graciously and resiliently. The final goal of Stoicism isn't perfection, but improving. With every passing day comes a new chance for practice, reflection, and growth. And it spreads beyond that. While for you, it's life improving. A healthy you greatly influences those around you. So, what's one Stoic principle you're going to apply today?